accidentally called out a new colleague on lying about her language skills. So last week, this new girl, Kathy, started at my office. She's like 33, and from day one, she was just loud, like the kind of person who talks over everyone and makes everything about her, you know? Anyway, me and two other coworkers were in the break room getting coffee, and somehow we started talking about travel. One of my coworkers mentioned she stopped booking trips because of COVID cancellations, which, yeah, makes sense. But Kathy immediately jumped in like, oh my god, I'm so devastated because I travel all the time. I go on these exotic trips to Europe constantly. It's literally my whole personality. Which, okay, calling Europe exotic is kind of weird when most people think like Bali or the Maldives, but whatever. Then she goes on this whole thing about how she's terrified she's gonna lose her foreign language skills because she can't travel. I asked what languages she spoke, just being friendly. This girl deadass looked me in the eye and said she's fluent in 3 European languages. She specifically said French and Dutch, and that she speaks them at a native level. She went on and on about how people in Europe are always shocked she's not from there because her accent is so perfect. I got excited because I literally never get to speak Dutch here. I'm from Belgium, so I grew up speaking Dutch and French. It's super normal there because you have to learn both in school, plus German and English. So I said to her in Dutch, oh Luke, Dan hebben we iets gemeenschappelijk, which just means, oh fun, we have something in common then. Super basic sentence, like kindergarten level Dutch. Her face dropped. She straight up made this disgusted expression and goes, is that supposed to be Dutch? I said, yeah. She laughed this super fake awkward laugh and told me I have a terrible accent and clearly don't speak it well. Dude, I don't have an accent. I speak Dutch more than I speak English. I told her I literally grew up speaking it and talk to my family in Dutch all the time. She got all pissy and demanded to know what languages I speak and where I'm from. I told her Belgium, so obviously I also speak French. Then I said, which you said you speak too. Cool, we can speak French instead. I'll admit I was being a bit of a jerk at that point because I knew she was full of it. She shoved her chair back so hard it scraped the floor, said whatever, and literally stomped out of the break room like a toddler. My other coworkers just sat there looking uncomfortable, and one of them whispered that she shouldn't have lied. Later that day, she cornered me by the printer and told me I embarrassed her by acting superior about my European heritage. I was like, what? I told her there's no way I could have known she was lying about speaking those languages. She rolled her eyes and called me immature. Then I found out from another coworker that Kathy spent the rest of the day telling people I'm a little bitch who enjoys bullying new colleagues. The whole thing is so stupid. I literally just responded to what she said. If you're gonna lie about speaking languages, maybe don't do it around people who actually speak them. Now it's awkward every time we're in the same room and she glares at me.